at the Nikon booth talking to Lindsay Silverman, who's going to show us some cool new cameras from Nikon. Lindsay, what do you have to show us today?
How you doing, Paul?
Very
good to be here again at PMA. I've got two new cool cameras. One's called the S230. It's our newest touch camera. And what's cool about it, first of all, you didn't even know I had it with me, but it's right here in my pocket. It's a 10 megapixel camera that's really, really neat because it's got great features that help consumers get better pictures. One of them is called the Smart Portrait System. And what it does is it allows you to take pictures in an automatic way of the most difficult, challenging types of pictures. Pictures of people, your friends and family. And what it does is it combines several technologies. Face priority autofocus, smile mode, blink detection, and in-camera red-eye fix. So all you have to do is basically point the camera at a person. The camera will find them, focus on them, shoot the picture when they smile automatically. So it's a wonderful thing, especially when people with compact cameras, they're always talking about shutter lag, makes the camera work that much quicker. Really easy. But what makes S230 super, super cool is that it is a touch series camera. We built upon the success of our S60 camera. That was the Ashton camera for all of you out there. And what it does is it combines traditional features like the zoom control up here and the scene modes and playback with great features that you can do with touch control.
Right.
So playback touch control, you can scroll on the camera, you can set all the settings on the camera using touch control. So a fun camera, really capable, comes in a myriad of great colors. And one of my favorite parts is that it's one of those go everywhere cameras. Put it in your pocket, simple.
Very nice camera.
Excuse my back. This other camera is also a really, really neat camera. It's called the P90. And this is a camera that looks more like a traditional SLR, if you will, but it really is a jam-packed, feature-laden camera. First thing you'll notice, it's got a 24x zoom lens on it. This camera can go from really an astounding 24 millimeters wide angle to 624 millimeters of telephoto. So for soccer moms and football and baseball dads and anyone who wants to get great pictures, you've got a myriad of telephoto and wide angle settings to get really good pictures. It's also got a beautiful big 3-inch LCD on the back that is articulated. We call it a vari-angle screen. So if you want to shoot at low angles, you can shoot at low angle. If you want to shoot over a crowd, you know, the winning goal kick at the soccer game,
right,
and you got the crowd surrounding, you know, your daughter or your son, you can lift the camera up over your head. And it's got great video capability. It's got an electronic viewfinder, so you can shoot the camera like a very traditional single lens reflex camera. And it's got a sports continuous mode on it that's really, really neat in that it can shoot 15 frames per second for up to 45 shots. So if you want to shoot sports in action, this is the type of Coolpix camera that can do it for you. It's capable too. It's also got 12 megapixels of resolution. And I know that's always on top of mind when people ask, what's the resolution of the camera?
Right.
So it's got 12.1 megapixel resolution, which is good enough to make prints that'll hang on anybody's wall, suitable for framing. So we're excited about the P90, but we're excited also about the great new S230 as well.
We're back at the Nikon booth with Lindsay Silverman, who's going to be telling us some about the latest SLRs. Before you talk about the camera though, explain that monster lens you got there.
Well, Paul, this is a 14 to 24 millimeter lens. It's an AFS Nikon lens, and as you can imagine, this is on one of our FX format cameras, which is a 24 by 36 millimeter format. So it gives you just tremendous ultra-wide coverage from 14 millimeters wide to really ultra-wide, 24 millimeters. So it's the ideal lens for architecture, landscape. Anytime you want to exaggerate an image and exaggerate perspective, it's a great lens to do that. So I know it's a popular lens among our professional photographers who shoot anything from weddings to, like I said, landscape and commercial, architectural, and anything like that. Very creative piece of glass.
All right, now tell us, what is that glass attached to there?
Well, this is attached to one of our newest cameras. We're very excited about this camera. It's called the D3X, and it's a high-resolution professional camera based on our D3 platform camera, which basically just changed the way everyone thinks about DSLR cameras with its remarkable performance. It's got 24.5 megapixels of resolution. And people always say to me, you know, why would you need 24.5 megapixels of resolution? And I always have to ask the question back, why do you need that? What are you going to do? What type of pictures you're going to be making? And the answer is, if you think you're going to be making pictures that are large, like for commercial application and things like that, advertising, you really need a lot of resolution,
right,
such as this photo behind us by Michael Lichter. It's a really incredible photograph, And you can see how big the photograph is and just the amazing amount of detail in the camera.
Very sharp everywhere.
Oh, it's just incredible. So this is the new professional tool among photographers who really need super high resolution in a solid pro body. It can shoot at 5 frames per second at full resolution in the RAW mode. So that's just a lot of power in the camera. It's also got what we call the DX crop mode. And DX cameras are what we've been making before we made the D3 camera that came out. And it's still a very popular format that we have. And people will still use some of the DX lenses on here, but more importantly, the DX crop mode allows you to take any lens, like a 35mm lens, for instance, and crop into it and extend the telephoto aspect. So if you were using a 300mm lens and you still don't think you're close enough, and you knew you could crop in post-production, but you're on a deadline, for instance, you can take that and put it in the crop mode, knock the resolution down to a little over 10 megapixel, but now increase your shooting to 7 frames per second. So you can be shooting sports and action and nature and things like that with just remarkable clarity and color and just an amazing product. 3-inch LCD, live view, you know, the attributes that the D3 had that are making the D3 the runaway success that it has been is really, I think, really bodes well here for those who need D3X type of resolution and quality.
All right, that looks great. Thanks very much for your time.
You're welcome, anytime.